achieve the mission of last week of take it into the final week. You are just a point behind Bath. So how do you view it going into the final round of matches?
You know, it's obviously not in our hands. So you know, Bath play Friday night, and we'll wait and see what that result is. But for us, you know, we haven't really focused about the pool or results. We've spoken about performance and building from the Ospreys week and improving some of the things that were slightly off and that we adapted well in the game, and you know, really trying to go up to Newcastle, which is a tough place to go, put on a good performance, you know, hopefully get the win and see where that puts us after Friday's night result.
And can Gloucester sort of take anything from the run of away games that you were having earlier on in the season? Because there was that little groove that Gloucester got into, and then sort of things have not gone brilliantly at home more than anything else, but you sort of seem to put that right against Ospreys, particularly in the second half, and presumably that gives you plenty to work with. Yeah,
massively. You know, you only have to look back a couple of months ago when we went up to Newcastle and put probably one of the best performances we had all year up there, and it was off the back of an outstanding defensive performance. So, you know, Dinger and has certainly been speaking to that to the crew this week about, you know, being able to replicate that and better it, and put in the Newcastle boys who we know want to play a nice wide expansive brand of rugby under pressure, and then when we get the ball, we know we're a threat with ball in hand, and it's about us making good decisions to keep hold of the ball just a little bit longer. I think we've probably been relieving the pressure valve a little bit on teams, and that's been our focus, and it was our focus against Ospreys, and it'll be our focus against Newcastle, really being able to put teams under pressure for a little bit longer.
Yeah, what is it that allows players to do that? Is it just confidence? Is it belief, experience, maybe?
Yeah, a little bit of both, you know, or all mixed together. You know, we want guys to try things and execute things that they see, but then there's also a responsibility to respect the ball. And like you say, we know that if we take teams through multi-phase, we've got enough power athletes and guys with X factor and ability in our structures and framework to be able to break teams down. So we just want to make sure that we're making the opposition work as hard as possible, really.
Obviously they've got all the home advantages up there, they'll know about the weather, but the pitch in some ways, although playing on an artificial surface used to be seen as a disadvantage for Gloucester, in some ways is that a leveller, because that's actually a constant now?
Yeah, you know, everyone's used to it. You know, you're playing on 3 or 4 a year and training on them in the winter months anyway. So, you know, we're certainly preparing for that. We know that whatever the weather, at least it's going to be a good track, good hard fast surface, and you know, that excites me as a coach and excites us as a team, because we know we can move the ball and be a threat with it, and so guarantee of underfoot surface is key for us.
And Newcastle potentially still not out of it either, so actually the fact that they've got something to play for as well, how does that affect the dynamic of the game for you?
Oh, I think, you know, it makes it almost a winner take all. You know, both teams will be trying to win the game as everyone always does, and it may well change a few things towards the back end of the game if there's bonus points needed or whatnot. But you know, it certainly doesn't change it from the start. Both teams will be going out there to get the win.